morning, everybody. And again, sorry that these videos are usually when I am on my way place. It's been interesting. I don't have much time to do these little videos. Anyways, so here we go. Enjoy the drive with me. We went to Glory Nights in Atlanta. Me and my friends. And my goodness, it was crazy good. Like, seriously, like if you're talking about overweight Pharaoh, should be like, there's over 50 testimonies, and it's kind of like a lot happened, and we were blown away by the Lord, blown away by His goodness, blown away. But I want to intentionally share here, of course, an evangelism testimony. So, in one of the nights, Brian shared about the cruise, one of the cruises that they did. I think it was the first cruise ship event that they did with, Todd White and everyone else. And he was sharing some testimonies on evangelism and stuff with Todd that were a little bit out there, but God graced it, right? So, it was related with spreading the gospel in the middle of this cruise line, which is all secular, and like going wild about it, even with the employees, cooks and waiters, and imagine people on a cruise ship, they're stuck with you, they have to listen to you, they can't go anywhere else. It's amazing. So we're coming back, me and two friends, and we delayed our return because we ended up beginning to pray, and I kid you not, we were supposed to leave at 9 a.m. We begin praying, we delayed a little bit, around 10 they arrived, and we begin to pray over people in the house we were staying, and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's 5 o'clock, guys, we're still there praying. I kid you not. Amazing though, beautiful. So we leave around 5, and after driving like 3 hours or so, we stopped to eat in a place called Forsyth. It's a city called Forsyth. And a Mexican place called Sol, which means sun in English. Anyways, beautiful food, amazing Mexican, really good. They were very sweet. I'm gonna summarize because otherwise it's gonna be a big video, but it turned out that we kind of like had a Todd White moment in the restaurant. I think Brian sharing the thing just kind of like set up the atmosphere. I don't know, but it was such an easy to get. They were all coming to us. I'll begin with one of the waiters. I kid you not, his name was Te adoro, which is in Spanish, means exactly to the dot, the perfect spelling of I adore you. Mind you that what I've been seeing lately is like encounters are like for the people, but it's also for us, because it's the glory of God. It's like God's fingerprint everywhere. It's Him doing it. It's Him orchestrating it. And this is like something that really excites me when you see that you're not doing it in your own effort. It's your Father in heaven orchestrating it. So, Te adoro, I adore you. The bill comes, and it's 5404, which Isaiah 54, 4 and 5 is the verse that talks about the Lord is my maker, my husband. So it's like the Lord showing His, in the way He's taking care of us as our maker, as our husband, because we're the bride, right? And we had just come from bridal glory. Hello. I didn't associate that. That's right. And then His name says Te adoro, like I adore you, like the Lord loving on us. Oh my goodness. So share the gospel with him. He's about to give his heart. Another kid comes around, another waiter comes, another server, and just looks at our face. And then he sees that we are about to pray. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no. You stay. Quickly share the gospel. He also gave his heart to Jesus. Oh, no. Before I shared, I said, we're here to pray. What do you need prayers for? Guys, look what he says. For all the bad things I've done to be erased. He basically is like, I'm ready. I need salvation. Should enough, right? That's exactly the essence of the gospel, like to be forgiven. Prayed, both of them give their hearts to Jesus. Yay. We get ready to go, stand up, we're walking away. This guy in the bar looks at us, which, by the way, is the owner of the restaurant, and we had no idea. He looks at us and he goes like, bye guys. And then he says, thank you so much for praying for my employees. I was like, what? Long story short, he engaged so much in conversation. We also shared the gospel with him and begin pray. He wants prayer. He's in one side of the counter, like inside of the bar. We are outside the bar. The counter is between us, and we are ministering, praying, holding hands. I tell him, I feel like the Lord is saying that He has got you through COVID, and it was bad, but the Lord made you go through it. Like the Lord got you through it, you know, because He loves you. Blah blah blah. Oh man. He was like astonished, because what happened is literally, it was real. He spent 7 weeks, I think, or something like that, in the hospital with COVID. He almost passed. Oh man. So he gives his heart to Jesus. As that happened, we're chatting. He asked, oh yeah, we're about to leave. We then asked the name. Imagine, it was so intense. We didn't even introduce ourselves. He gave his name, and he asked my name. When I said my name, Daniela, he's like, no way, you're from Brazil, your name is Daniela. My son stayed in an internship in Brazil, and his Brazilian mother name is Daniela. I'm like, no way. And I knew again it was another setup from the Lord. Oh, where's your son? Sure enough, the kid comes, a young boy, like maybe 20. And he was already a highlight in the beginning when we arrived, but he disappeared, so we didn't really have a chance to pray. He comes, gives his heart to Jesus. And then as he's praying and giving his heart to Jesus, another lady from inside of the bar also leans toward, and they introduced her to us. It was the mom, and Maria, she gives her heart to Jesus. So guys, the whole restaurant kind of like, I mean, seriously, I was like, from the employees to the family to the owner, right? It was amazing. So then, just to wrap up the whole thing, I'm thinking, and now kicks in my pastoral heart. I'm like, man, what are we gonna do with these lives, right? They're far, like they're in the middle of nowhere. They don't know anybody. So tell them the basics, and then I'm like, where you guys live? And they're like, we live in, what's the name, McDonald's, something like that, which is not too far from Bridal Glory Hub. I'm like, no way. I'm gonna give you this address then for you to come to this event in this church that's opening, blah blah blah. And then they're like, oh, we go to a Catholic church. I'm like, well, this one you're gonna love it. He's like, yeah, our Catholic church that sometimes we go, it's in Konya. I'm like, no way. That's exactly where this hub is. Gave them the address, got their information, and sent them to Bridal Glory. And that was that. I mean, who is the Lord? We're 3 hours away, kind of like. It's not like we're in the neighborhood. And God is still collecting the souls, building the church, and doing what He does. So, do you see the power of a testimony when we share? So, this is why we're sharing this here. Yes, so they can spread His way. You can catch on this. Catch the testimony and run with it. The word testimony means do it again, Lord. So, that's that. I'm on my way now to Nations Church, actually to CFAN. Evangelist Scott McNara is gonna do the training, and we're gonna go on the streets of Orlando to share Jesus. Come on, so probably I'm gonna have more testimonies. So I'm like, let me share that one first, so that it doesn't accumulate and we lose the beauty of like the excitement. I like to share when it's fresh. So that's that. God bless you. Love Jesus. Go after souls. And I'll see you next time.